Finally, it's Lumino's time to shine in the Immersive Theater. I wasn't sure when they announced the details a few days ago because they didn't explicitly say Lumino, even though the debut character was Lumino. After all, they haven't adhered to that every time. Just look at Fina. But it was, and here we are, finally able to take our Lisbels and Nifels out for a spin. Now, I chose to main Lisbel not because it's a better option, but just because I'm better with her. And I'm not too familiar with Nifel's ideal rotation, but both are I6 and have decent wedges, so either one of them could have done the job. To be honest, Nifel does have a larger attack buff for Lumino allies when acting as a partner, so in this case it did work out for me. The worst part about this theater rotation wasn't any of the mechanics they tried out. I actually didn't even notice any of them in play. What it was the fights with Kezhou, of which there were a few as you climb up to 12, though luckily 12 was not a Kezhou. The problem with everybody's favorite doomed insect is that she flies up in the air, and Nifel and Lisbel are both like 1990s arcade game fighters. They just can't look up. Nifel has her bow, sure, and Lisbel's charge attack can reach her, as well as a well-aimed E, but the point is that that's the most annoying battle for her throughout. Even the final one, Hellfire, wasn't as annoying, though admittedly I did have to reset twice due to running out of time, but that's mainly due to how many times the action just completely stops so that we can watch Hellfire do this or that, and she's invulnerable the entire time. But it was only a matter of time before we got her, and Lisbel took home the trophy, with an honorary mention to Nifel for some incredibly clutch gathers. I mean, these clears would not have been nearly as quick without Nifel's ability to gather large groups of enemies so that Lisbel can charge attack into the lot of them. It was surprisingly satisfying. I'm actually pumped to have had something new to do after nearly a month of running the same commissions over and over and over again. With no new content, I haven't had anything new to discuss in a video, and with the debilitating grind, I wouldn't have had the motivation to even if I had. I ended up actually taking a few days off of DNA to reconnect with real life, and it was an eye-opener. I think moving forward I'm going to be taking the game a little less hardcore, and I'll be looking for another game to add to the ones I cover. Typically I have multiple at once, and now it's just DNA. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. But my rule is I have to be there day one. I can't cover a game whose launch I missed out on. I just hate playing catch-up. So far I'm looking at Enfield and Silver Palace. Enfield will be based on whether or not they accept me into their CC program, because they've refused me for every single beta so far, and I'm actually kind of salty at them for it. But they can make up for that by accepting me, and then I'll gladly cover their game. Silver Palace doesn't have a release date, but I'm hoping it's soon because the game does look great. But that's it for this one, just a quick theater clear and channel update, and with that being said, I'm gonna fly. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.